Hi guys, welcome back to Ruchi Mania Presents Accept the Blues, and in this episode I have Bijoy aka Prema, the rapper from TVF Aspirants. So without any further ado, let's get in the video. Ta-da! First of all, thank you so much for being here. It means a lot.
Hi, welcome.
First of all, I think everyone knows you from Aspirants from TVF, but I think would you like to introduce yourself for people?
I'm an actor and I'm basically from Imphal, Manipur, but फिलहाल मैं रहता हूँ Mumbai. So I has been acting uh, almost. I'm in this industry for from past 8 years now.
Okay. It's been 8 years you're acting.
Yeah.
So how did you start? Like, from when did you came to Mumbai?
It's a pretty long story. So what happened was that घर घर पे ना क्या होता है कि फैमिली के एक हमेशा नौटंकी एक शरारत करने वाला एक बच्चा होता है ना. So it happens to be me for my family. So I was always inclined into the filmy stuff. बहुत नखरा करता था फिल्मी नखरे. So I knew I wanted to do something in the showbiz industry, but I never expected myself to be in Mumbai working in Bollywood. So what happened was after 10 plus 2, I was inclined to science also. मुझे बहुत I have the, you know क्या होता है कि कीड़ा होता है अंदर में एक
Acting
it's
का.
like I'm very curious like a cat. So मुझे research का बहुत शौक था. So I left Imphal for Bangalore for my biotechnology. मैंने biotechnology खत्म की वहाँ पर because I उसी time पे I thought I'll become a researcher. मैं research करूँगा, ये vaccine निकालूंगा kind of thing. But somehow my second year में क्या हुआ था, I वहाँ पर बैंगलोर में एक रंग संग्रह थिएटर करके एक इट्स अमेजिंग थिएटर प्लेस. तो वहाँ पर मैंने एक प्ले देखा एंड दैट वाज अ मोमेंट वेयर आई थॉट यार मुझे भी करना चाहता हूँ ऐसे लाइक आई वांट टू परफॉर्म लाइक देम, आई वांट टू बी लाइक देम. सो I don't know, somehow वही से मेरा the कीड़ा that I had always had बचपन में suddenly it had came out. So like I started doing a research about like कि कैसे करूँ क्या करूँ. But उसी time पे क्या होता था कि there was no any inspiration in the film industry where I could look upon. Only Danny Dengzopa was the only guy from Northeastern face में. So for me, being in the Bollywood and the film industry was very away. Like I had never thought about. I always thought about yeah, I mean like in theater, maybe regional films, but I never thought about going to Mumbai. But somehow I ended in Pune. जब पुणे में जब पहुंचा, then I realized there is an institute called FTII.
Yeah.
So I was like strolling around the places and I got to see so many amazing things वहाँ पर. And I realized कि यार मैं यहाँ पर course कर सकता हूँ to become an actor. I applied, but I didn't get through. तो उसके बाद I started working and धीरे धीरे क्या हुआ था कि I like Facebook was quite popular in that particular time. So Facebook पे somehow I stumble upon a lot of people from the industry because Pune is filled with a lot of models and actors who were starting off from Pune and they moved to Mumbai. As a like common friends, friends to friends. As a like I got to know them a bit. Then MasterChef India happened. The MasterChef India happened, and that was the first time I had to face camera. जब मास्टर शेफ का ऑडिशन एंड मास्टर शेफ का फिल्मिंग चल रहा था एंड आई रियलाइज दिस इज मी, दिस इज व्हाट आई ऑलवेज वांटेड टू बिकम. देन वहीं से मैंने डिसीजन ली कि यार मैं आई कैन ट्राई आउट. तो मैंने वर्कशॉप्स चालू की, मैंने काफी यू नो ऑडिशंस की. देन फाइनली बाय 2012 आई मूव टू मुंबई.
Okay, so before that you were in Pune, like when MasterChef
या
was
आई
going
वाज
on.
या
Okay, so I think आप chef भी हो, like you're also a chef. You like cooking?
I love cooking. Yeah.
Oh, so that was like पहले से आप बचपन से बनाते थे खाना या you have learned or something?
Yeah. I always believe in the, self health is the best health. तो बचपन में क्या करता था कि अब मैंने बताया तो था, आई हैव अ
Hmm.
वेरी क्यूरियस सोल. तो मुझे कुछ चीजें को, and I'm very much satisfied by myself. तो like people always thought कि यार मुझे बैंगन का भरता खाना है, then कि यार खुद बना सकता हूँ, खराब भी होए, but I wanted to experiment. तो ऐसे करके I mean सीख गया खाना बनाना somehow.
Okay. So do you remember the first show or movie you did? Like,
Okay, the first show was a docudrama by Anurag Kashyap.
oh,
तो वो शूट हुआ था गोवा पे, and it was for MTV India,
okay.
and that was my first. And the first film happens to be Maricom.
Oh, you're in Maricom.
Yeah,
I
Maricom.
remember.
Yeah, Maricom was my first film.
So, journey of an actor started with Maricom and obviously the documentary. But how did TVF happen in your life? Like, it's totally different from Bollywood. It's YouTube and everything is different.
Uh, See, I'll tell you one thing. TVF and I think the journey started in the same year.
Oh,
When I moved to Mumbai in the year 2012, I think it was a time where TVF just started.
okay.
If I'm not wrong, TVF started in the year 2012. I think that was the first content that had come out in YouTube. So it's very I don't know. मुझे बहुत पसंद थे TVF का काफी shows, all the videos that they had come up with. Or Naveen Kasturia, Naveen, I know him when he was just started off in TVF.
Oh,
उसी time से I know him because we had a lot of common friends. तो मुझे देखते था यार टीवीएफ का बहुत सही है, but the only thing was I was quite occupied with a lot of films and web series, other television commercials and all. तो uh, but हमेशा ये रहता था कि यार टीवीएफ फैमिली, आई वांट टू बी पार्ट ऑफ द टीवीएफ फैमिली, बट आई नेवर एक्सपेक्टेड कि क्योंकि उन लोग का शोज ऐसे होता है कि family dramas and all those जो नया जो web series आ रहा है, it's quite related to the family dramas and all. Then suddenly the Kota Factory came out. The Kota Factory came out and I thought यार हो सकता है शायद, because स्टूडेंट लाइफ है, स्टूडेंट का तो नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न का कैरेक्टर तो चाहिए ही है, kind of thing. Then before the lockdown happened, I somehow I was about to leave Mumbai for a shoot. उसी time पे I got a call from the casting team. बता रहा था कि TVF का एक वेब सीरीज है तो ऑडिशन करना चाहता हूँ, and I was like damn, I mean like हाँ, I don't तो
that was
मैंने
Aspirants.
yeah exactly. तो जब casting director briefed me about the character Prema, I was like यार पहली बार तो टीवीएफ को कॉल आया हुआ है, एंड पेमा ऐसा कैरेक्टर है कि यार मैं टोटल अपोजिट टू मी हु आई एम इन रियल लाइफ. तो मैं कैसे करूंगा, आई मीन बिकॉज मैं तो गा भी नहीं सकता, आई मीन थिंक देयर इज लाइक हाउ कैन आई डू दैट. तो मैंने डिसाइड करने पर 2 दिन लगा. मैंने आई कॉल बैक द कास्टिंग डायरेक्टर एंड से कि या आई एम रेडी टू गिव द ऑडिशन. तो बट समहाउ मैंने एक लिरिक्स लिखा, एक रैप गाना बनाया. आई थिंक आई एम वेरी एम्बेरेस्ड माई सेल्फ सिंगिंग दैट रैप, बट समहाउ 2 मिनट का रैप गाना गाया मैंने और एक सीन किया, देन हैपन, मिल गया.
But I guess you are a lyricist. You sing as well.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. I write, but I don't sing.
Oh, but that character was all about raps. So have you आपने इससे पहले raps लिखा था या फिर आपने से first time rap TVF के लिए लिखा?
That was the first time मैंने लिखा था ऑडिशन के लिए.
Okay. And you was also a part of test cases. I didn't know about that. मैंने
Yeah, yes, I was a part of the test case.
yeah. So with that, as you know कि TVF तो इतनी hype हो I mean TVF more than aspirants की like everyone is talking about. So I read a Instagram post of you talking about aspirants. Like you have faced a lot of things while it was when it was released you actually recovered. So what was that story that you're going through a lot of things and TVF aspirants first episode, brought back the energy in you?
See, I'll tell one thing: the pandemic, the particular situation that the world is facing, um, everyone is facing some or in a different kind of a problem. And for me, happens to be, see, I'm a very proactive person. मुझे I can't sit idle for more than 15 minutes. मुझे कुछ तो कुछ करना है. So I'm very proactive. मुझे 4 या 5 घंटे का नींद मिल गया, then I'm okay. I'm set for the day. Totally opposite to Prema. Prema loves sleeping, but I am in the real life. I 4 to 5 hours sleep, uh, done for the day, kind of thing. So being a proactive and you are forced into being inside, and you know, for the initially you tend to do a lot of things like clean the house, fold the clothes, wash the clothes, paint, write, read books. But kab tak chalega? I mean, it's like
Yeah.
there'll be there's a time that comes, everything like you can't take it more. तो उसी पे क्या होता था, a person who was very active and suddenly forced to be inside and being idle. तो उसमें क्या होता है कि it's started getting anxiety issue, panic attack, and I don't shy away talking about the mental health because it is very much important to discuss about the mental health right now. More than the physical health, mental health is quite uh, quite the hot topic that we need to discuss actually right now in the situation, current scenario. So उसी पे क्या हुआ था कि it was continuously for almost 3 to 4 months that I was forced to be inside home, and suddenly from being a hardcore non-vegetarian I turned myself into a vegan. So मेरा B12 shoots down to the lowest point. तो तो उसी का symptoms भी क्या था कि anxiety, insomnia, panic attack, fatigue, all those things. And अजीब अजीब सा ख्याल आने लग जाता, सोच आने लग गया, kind of thing. So उसी के पहले मैंने टीवीएफ का शूट खत्म किया था. जब से टीवीएफ का शूट खत्म करके मैंने जब घर आया, तब से ये सब चीजें, एवरीथिंग हैज स्टार्टेड विद दिस.
So
तो
aspirants लॉकडाउन के बीच में शूट हुआ था.
लॉकडाउन जब खुल गया था,
Oh.
बीच में जो खुला था, उसी
हम्म.
टाइम पे शूट किया था.
Oh.
तो फिर सडनली लॉकडाउन फिर होने लग गया. Then everything that has gone back to was new normal. Then all my panic attacks and all everything that was back. In that particular moment, the aspirants released.
Yeah.
Then the love that I got, and the people were going gagas and going crazy about the show, and there were the messages, the DMs, all. It was overwhelming, and it gave me a new hope, and it gave me a sides of positivity that which I lacked of, because इतना अजीब सा phase था, but because of the aspirants I again back to my normal life कि यार
It's
लाइफ
not
ऐसा
that bad.
होता है. कुछ नहीं होता है तो यार चादर उठा लो फिर सो जाओ, राइट, जस्ट फील.
No, Aspirants is such a great show. Even जब मैं देख रही थी ना मतलब आप उसको you can't wait to see the next episode. आपने एक देखा और यार ये क्यों एक हफ्ता और लगा रहे हैं अगले एपिसोड के लिए. But yeah, it's just like एंड मेरे को एक और क्वेश्चन पूछना था. आई जस्ट वांट टू आस्क कि हम लोग ने देखा है जो ऑन स्क्रीन चल रहा था बट हाउ वाज ऑफ स्क्रीन ऑफ एस्पिरेंट्स. वहाँ का माहौल कैसा था. हाउ वाज द वाइब एंड ऑल.
Oh, the vibe was really good because Naveen and I, that was the first time that we ever worked together, even though we know each other for almost like 10 years old. I mean, it's almost 9, 10 years. And Namita and I also know each other from quite a long, we used to live in the same society.
Okay.
And Naveen and I used to go to the same gym. We used to work out together. So it was like a friends reunion. And and then Sunny Hinduja, everyone knows like Sandeep Bhaiya.
Yeah.
So yeah, Sunny and I also are very close friend. So it was uh, it was quite fun, on the set of Aspirant because everyone was chill. Apurv was like he was the coolest guy actually on the set. I mean, being a director, he doesn't let if he gave a comfort to all the actors. Because of that comfort, probably you were not you were eased out to perform.
Yeah. Like, would you like to share some stories of aspirants जो behind the scenes हुए थे जो हमें as an audience we didn't
Story
know?
यार स्टोरीज क्या बताऊं आई मीन आई वाज नॉट देयर फॉर अ लॉन्गर टाइम बिकॉज मेरा सीन्स तो काफी स्टोरीज यही है कि आई लैंडेड इन दिल्ली दे वर ऑलरेडी शूट स्टार्टेड सो लोकेशन पे सब शूट चल रहा था एंड देन instead of going to the hotel I was directly there on the location but काफी लोग शूट कर रहा था and then मैंने कहा क्या करूं मैं let's go for a walk. Then I was walking towards around the old Rajendra Nagar and then seeing all those books and all those stationaries में जो मोटा मोटा books and all that like मुझे चक्कर आने लग गया था. Then seriously, then I call up the and I literally call up the production guy and I'm saying that यार मुझे hotel भेज दे. I just want to take a nap. मुझे नहीं हो रहा है.
Like while you guys were shooting for UPSC तो आप लोग को नहीं लग रहा था कि एक बार हम लोग को भी दे देना चाहिए जब इतना करी.
Hmm.
Okay.
Man.
Okay. No, I was just saying कि you also play ukulele. I'm like, wow, you're multi-talented.
See, ukulele, I'm not a multi-talented. That's what I'm saying. I'm very curious. I'm like a cat. I want to know everything. I want to
You have a
learn
cat,
everything.
right? You have a cat in you. Oh my God.
Yeah, even I do have a cat. I'm a big time animal lover. It's not necessary being like just a cat. I love any kind of animals. I does animal rescue and all.
Okay.
So, the thing is, I'm very curious. मुझे, if I fancy something, I will just go ahead and I'll learn that one.
So do you
मुझे
learn
देख.
up? No, go ahead. Sorry.
हाँ जी, हाँ
No,
जी,
no.
बताइए.
I was just saying कि क्या आप पूरा सीखते हो या फिर बीच में आपका मन हो जाता है then you skip and you just went go to another.
No. See, मुझे करना है तो I take a challenge. यूकेलेले मैंने सीखा 30 days में. It's like one lesson a day, continuously for 30 days.
Okay. Means you just take a
Yeah.
challenge and you go ahead because there are a lot of people जो लोग सोचते हैं even I sometimes feel like यार ये अच्छा है मुझे सीखना है but after a point of time कि ठीक है बाद में करेंगे and then you suddenly
हाँ
get
जी.
into different things. That's
हाँ.
true. And I also know that you're a big time reader. You love reading books.
I love reading books, but फिलहाल nowadays I'm not reading much. I have to get back to reading. एक books है from past 3-4 weeks. I'm struggling to finish that one, but I
Can you please
will
name the book?
continue. The Sapiens.
Oh, wow. So, do you remember the first, or maybe your favorite book? Which is your favorite book, like that brought you into reading?
See, it's very funny. I'll tell you. I have. I mean, I love every kind of books, fictions, biography, and all. But there was a time when I was in Pune. A friend of mine introduced me to this particular writer, Jeffrey Archer. I
Uh,
never knew that he ever existed. So he gifted me two books. I mean, one book particularly, the Canon Abel. So the Ken and Abel actually inspired me a lot also, because उसपे दिखाता है कि even if you are rich, even you are filthy rich, you have your own struggle.
Mm.
Even you are poor, you have your own different kind of a struggle. So the struggle, it doesn't mean that you're born in a very wealthy family, doesn't mean that you're not going to have any kind of struggles. So wahi dikhata hai ki it's like every human beings are like they're same, normal.
Yeah.
The struggles are different. That's it.
Okay. So that was your favorite book.
And that's my favorite book because I have to keep going and read. That inspire me. कभी कभी ऐसे सोचता है ना, being an actor in Mumbai, uh, you get to see a lot. Sometimes the insecurity
It's you
gets
harder.
to your nerve. Yeah. So the insecurity, that's sometimes you feel like, oh yeah, ये बंदा तो बहुत काम कर रहा है. अरे ये बंदा तो ये show मिल गया, ये बंदा इसको मिल गया. Why? That kind of thing. And and then when Cain and Abel is something that shows you that everyone has their own way. The उसका अपना अपना time है. When the time is there, you will get it.
Yeah. So I have this question, like nowadays, like everything is on Instagram, like people crave for Instagram followers. But as आप लोग थोड़ा early करते हैं, तो do you really feel that is it important to be on social media, or people know me by my name, that's okay, that I need followers or kind of thing?
Social media was not that craze until 2019.
Yeah.
I Yeah, 2019 तक social media का there was always a craze actually. जो लोग चाहता है उन लोग को, but uh, for personally I was not quite involved. But जब pandemic जब ये comeback corona, जब से everything has gone digitalized,
Yeah.
OTTs and all. So
Yeah.
marketing strategies also had come up with like social medias and all, because physically you can't go out. So social media has become quite an important tool right now. So followers actually, it doesn't necessarily uh, require that you need to have millions of followers. Even if you have just 1,000 followers, and the content that you are putting out, that out of the 1,000, if at least 70 people, 70% of that 1,000 that reaches to them, that matters. Like million logs hai, if you have a million follower and only 2,000 people that can be interact with, then what's the point?
Right.
So
It's like, well, बहुत सारे feelings है, but interaction is not that much. So what are you like? What is coming up next? Like apart from this, what are you doing now? Like in which part are you interested in?
see, right now I am very much occupied in my own brand. I have started a brand called Madhivigi.
Yeah, I was gonna
I
talk
uh,
about it.
Yeah, Madhavigi, we deal with the organic and natural handmade beauty and skincare products like soaps, face cream, hair care products. So it's totally vegan, it's totally organic, and I'm a big time feminist. I because I believe that sometimes I believe that the God is not he, it's she. You know,
Oh,
I
nice.
I believe that the woman is the future. So yeah, if you empower one particular woman, you empower the entire society. So I always believe that one. So when I started Madhivigi, I knew I want to do something for the society, but I want to do something for the local artisans, the local women. So right now I have the direct staff, 10 of them, 10 women, and indirectly the local artisans, the local farmers, the local craftsmen are all women. And I'm trying to help them to be self-reliant, empower themselves.
That is super sweet of you. Like that's the new thing which is happening in your life right now.
Yeah, that is the thing happening right now, and I'm enjoying being reading all the messages from the people. the love about Prema and checking out all the memes that I've been tag on, and it's amazing.
So it's like,
Sometimes,
I don't know, go ahead.
yeah, that is what I'm enjoying right now. Other than that, कुछ नहीं. I mean, lockdown चल रहा है, घर पे रहो.
So, what do you want to say to aspiring actors who do want to become acting someday or come to any OTT platform or any company? How do people join these things? You have seen like as a writer or as a actor.
The first thing first, yeah, the first thing first is that read a lot of books. Reading helps to you. Now I will always thank my friend who introduced me to reading. So reading is something that while you read the book, that back of your mind or the front of in your mind, a film that runs through. You know,
Yeah.
so that's your imaginative power that increases, because that is what actually, quite a tool that needs to be being an actor. That is the number one. Number two is that try to observe tiny things, a lot of things, because that observes and learn. It's a beautiful thing. Like, I'll give you a simple example. Like, if you ever been to any bus station, railway station, or even in airport, if you can make it out a simple, there are different kind of a characters, there are different kind of people. कोई किसी कैसे बैठ जाता है, कोई the way that they talk, it's a beautiful thing, because that those things helps you being an actor. And number three is that work on the skills and the craft. Being an actor is always a student till you die, till you retire actually, because एक्टिंग का ऐसा नहीं होता है कि यार मैंने एक एग्जाम दिया है, या मैंने एक अवार्ड मिल गया है, दैट इज डन, दैट आई हैव बिकम सर्टिफाइड, बस ऐसा नहीं होता. You have to learn, you have to keep learning. And how to learn is that there are so many workshops that you can join in. You can join your local theaters, you can join, if nowadays too, like a lot of acting coach and a lot of casting directors and all, they conduct a lot of workshops, and nowadays via Zoom call and all,
Yeah.
join them. Yeah, you join all those things. And the main important thing is that know yourself. Knowing yourself is the main important, because once you get to know yourself, you will understand your own capability. This implies not just being an actor, but in any kind of a field.
Right. I think so. As you talked about reading, so would you like to suggest some books for the viewers, like any three books or even one book?
Um, okay, so for the beginners who want to start reading, I think just to open up a mind and to take back to the nostalgic feelings of आने के लिए, I think Ruskin Bones का कोई भी books पकड़ के पढ़ सकता है,
Yeah.
because that will take you to the very nostalgic feeling, because it will be easy to read also. It won't bore you down for the beginners who want to start reading. And those who already are, I think, as of right now, I think we should, you know, we can read any books from Murakami
Ah.
ka, any book पकड़ के पढ़ लो. It
Mm.
will take you to a different level. It will opens up psychologically, and mm, beautifully, that he will change your life.
It's like, no. Have you read Novation Word? No, that's the only book I
Yeah,
read of Murakami.
you
The
should
only book.
read Kaf, you should read Kafka on the Shore.
Kafka on the Shore. Okay, that's gonna be
Yeah.
on my list for sure. This is a very common thing. Whenever I get someone on the guest, there's one thing in common, like who's over there, like, please read. I have read. I'm like, everyone is a reader. I think mostly who are in a creative field are mostly a reader. Maybe that helps some or the other way.
No, there are some people who are not, uh,
Yeah.
but
So what
but
kind
I
of
happens to be.
yeah. So what kind of movies do you like to watch? Like, what's your favorite genre of movies?
I actually, even though I work in the films, but I prefer to watch a lot of series
Oh, sorry, web series. So what's that like?
because you know what? Why? I'll tell you one thing is because movies, मुझे 2 hours is quite a long for me.
To sit and watch.
वो जो Yeah, 2 hours. So if they stress it out a little bit and make it in episodes way, then I can binge 8 hours in one go. That I don't know. I don't know. It's just me or with other people, but movies I can't watch in one go. मुझे बहुत लंबा लगता है. But if that was made in a episodes, 8 episodes or 10 episodes, I can binge in one go. I don't know. Azim said it's like weird thing, but yeah. Yes, coming to the question, I prefer psychological drama. I'm very dark actually, a kind of a dark way, like very psychological mysteries, those kind of.
So which is your favorite? The last one you
Um,
binged.
the last one, the actually right now I'm binging right now The Crown
Okay, that's a
because
confirm.
I happen to watch because I love watching documentaries. Also, I was watching a documentary about Princess Diana, and it was quite amazing how Princess Diana was in that particular era. She happens to be the biggest star celebrities that Pabs wants to follow her. So I was, chalo theek hai, I want to know more about it. And then somehow I stumbled upon it. And a lot of people were talking about The Crown. So I've just started The Crown. And it's quite interesting because I am inclined to the history also. And it's fun.
As usual, you're very curious about everything. If you see something.
Exactly. Exactly. I will start with a simple thing as ki how to make a gift wrap something. यूट्यूब में वो देखने लग जाएगा. वहीं से नेक्स्ट आएगा ये गिफ्ट रैपिंग का ये पेपर कैसे बनाता है, ये पेपर कौन सा चीजें से बनाता है, ये चीज कहाँ से मिलता है, कौन सा माइंड से कहाँ से आता है, दैट वे आई go
Oh,
one step to one.
I think that's the best quality. मतलब people get to learn lot when they are curious. When they are not, कि ठीक है जाने दो ना क्या हो रहा है. Let's ignore.
Yeah.
So as like इतने साल हो गए आपको in the industry. So what's your cloud 9 moment? कि, oh my god, this was the best moment of my life till now. Is there any very special
uh,
moment?
oh, I'm enjoying the moment right now being a Pema has given me a lot of love,
Yeah.
and Prema has come to me in a time where a lot of people, and in fact myself, had these struggles fighting over the mental health and all. And this is the best time. I mean, yes, I would say there are many good things that happened in the past, but uh, considering the current scenario, I will say Pema, the limelight that I'm getting because of Pema, this is the best thing so far.
So do you prefer to write more raps after Prema's rap?
कोशिश करूंगा, but I'm very poetic, but कोशिश करता हूँ because rap में क्या होता है कि nowadays there are so many way they have a rule to write in the raps also, like कि उन लोग का बीच कैसे कहाँ पर क्या है अपना नहीं होगा
You write poems?
मुझे. लिखते थे but अभी तो कहाँ टाइम मिलता है.
Do you remember any of your poems?
See, the poems is like one stanza kind of thing I used to write. It's not like a full-fledged kind of thing.
If you don't
So,
mind, can we have?
um, take a second. I have to remember because it's been long.
Okay. No, if it's okay if you don't remember.
Yeah, we'll come back to that. Let me remember because बहुत चीजें, I mean, I need to.
Okay, so I didn't talk about test case. How did you get into test case? Test case was again a different series. Like वहाँ पे तो अलग ही चीजें चल रही थी. But I really loved Test Case, and even the character
Thank
was
you.
very different.
हाँ जी.
Even the character was very different in Test Case. Your character.
Yeah, Test Case ka character, it was fun actually. I enjoyed playing that. Um, it happens in the year 2017 Feb. I signed the project on 3rd of Feb. I still remember. I used to have a long hair. यहाँ तक. Shruti Mahajan, the casting director, the Shruti Mahajan called me up on 2nd of Feb and बोलता है कि यार एक audition है आजा. तो मैंने बोला कि लंबे बाल है. Then she was like pony बांध के आजा. And I went and I gave the audition on 2nd, and then 3rd के evening I got confirmed. Okay,
Oh.
yeah, you got, yeah, that thing happened, and then on the 4th itself I
You're on mute. Yeah, I can't hear you. You're on mute.
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Like,
Yeah, I said that it happened in a very sudden way, the Test Case. I gave audition on 2nd Feb, got confirmed on 3rd, and then I joined the team on 4th.
how was that experience? Like, how was the vibe with there? That's a different
It
series
was fun
altogether.
because I had to live as an Indian Army for almost 1 year, not years, almost a year, because we started filming as soon as I signed, but due to some circumstances, beach में भी रुक गया था. But because of the continuity way and all, we couldn't take any other project because we have to stay in that army ka thing. And we resumed the shoot later part of the June, July and all. Then it continues for almost till December. And then January, it got released. So in this entire 1 year, I I was literally living like an Indian army. You know, मेरे चलने का style, बोलने का style. And again, not only that, I had a different perspective toward the Indian Army thing and all. So interacting with the real commandos and undergoing the trainings and all, respect to them, kudos. I, I mean, I don't think that I could ever could become an Indian Army in real life.
That is awesome, यार. I think आपने बहुत कुछ देखा है. So with that, we are to end of our podcast. So I just play a small game. In that's very easy. Like I'll say a word related to our podcast, and whatever the next word comes to your mind, the first only one word, you have to just say that.
ठीक है.
Okay. So okay, I'll start with MasterChef.
Come again. I haven't. Yeah, let's start now.
MasterChef.
Food.
Okay. Actor.
Me.
Prema.
Rizu.
Aspirant.
TVF.
Ukulele.
Music.
UPSC.
Very hard.
Cat.
My pet.
Maricom.
First film.
Books.
I love it.
Indian Army.
Kudos.
Test case.
I don't know why there is no word that come up with the test case. A series that I did.
Okay, penalty.
Oh, football.
Okay, with that, Naveen.
Kasturia.
Vijoy.
Thangjam.
Okay. Ruchi.
Podcast.
Okay, thank you so much, Vijay, for being here. I've been a great fan of Aspirants and so of Prema. So I'm glad that I got you on my podcast. For me, it means a lot. I hope you had a great time.
I did had a good time. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
That's it guys for this video. If you like the video, please give a fine thumbs up. Also let me know in the comments who else you wanna see on this channel. Till then, subscribe to my channel, press the bell icon and have a great life.